Hey guys, whether you watch to see tugboat stuff or you watch to see sailboat stuff, doesn't really matter. Either way, we have other lives. And in my case, those that have been watching either channel know that I love to go to Spain. Last year I put some Spanish content out there and nobody seemed to watch it that much. But our patrons said that they wanted to see more, and so when I went back to Spain again this year, I took a video camera with me and I shot some content, and instead of showing you all the Spanish content, I figured I like to go and experience new cultures and do it through my stomach. In other words, I like to go traveling and I like to eat and try new foods and do all different stuff like that. Really get to know a culture through its cuisine. And so I figured, instead of boring you with Spanish sites and stuff that people that didn't want to see last year, I figured maybe you'll be interested in some of the interesting food that Spain has to offer. So I've put together a bunch of stills to show you some of the things that we ate, tapas and stuff and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, hope you like it, and if you want to see more content, let me know, because right now it's only the patrons that are saying they want to see it, and they get stuff privately. So if you guys say you want this, I'll put this out to you as well. All right, on with the show. All right, let's just jump right in there. Right here we have tapas that are at the mushroom bar, and they grill these mushrooms, and they're filled with chorizo and a whole bunch of other yummy stuff, and they're really good. Over here, this is, oh, wait a minute, we're going so quickly here, we got so much to get through. These are sardines. These are what they call baby squid. I think they're really, what they really are is cuttlefish. This is pig's ear. It's pig's ear that's sliced, and some people like that, some people don't. Here are some lamb chops. Garlic shrimp, and the whole thing is, it's not just the garlic, it's you dip the butter, you dip your bread in the oil, and it's wonderful. Tortilla española, there's some more garlic shrimp, big favorite with us. It's incredible. This is something they call tinto verano, or summer wine, and it's a light, half wine and half like bubbly stuff, and it's really refreshing. This is one of my favorite dishes. This is called huevos rotos, or broken eggs, where they have a very loose egg on top of French fries, and it's wonderful. This is oxtail, double shot of espresso here. It'd be nice to take more time and go through this, but we got so many slides to get through, I got to tell you, I got to just let it roll. So this is in the Mercado San Miguel, and they have a whole bunch of different eateries all together. Some people say it's a little bit more expensive and a little bit more touristy. True on both counts. However, you get a million different tapas all under one roof, and that's kind of cool. These are croquettes, little fried things, mashed potato and stuff in there. This is sopa de ajo, or garlic soup. Really should be called bread soup. It's the old bread from the day before with garlic, and they actually cook an egg in it. It's an acquired taste. I didn't like it when I was younger, but I love it now. This is cochinillo, or roast suckling pig, eaten at Casa Botín, the Guinness Book of World Records' oldest continually working restaurant. Goya, the Spanish artist, was said to be a dishwasher there, and it's the favorite restaurant of Ernest Hemingway. And but as you can see, we continue to have more stuff. This is something called, this is a new dish for me. It's called there it is, Flamencan. And it's basically a pork roll, and it was fantastic. I never had it before, and it was wonderful. And the beautiful Cristalina, she was there with her sister. My daughter was supposed to join us, but unfortunately she had an accident and broke her elbow. Now, this was an interesting sauce that I wasn't familiar with, and it was wonderful. Served cold, and people say, oh, gazpacho? Well, kind of like that, but not really. But anyway, this is octopus, or pulpo, and I found out something interesting about Spain, and that's that I always wondered why Madrid, being so landlocked, had the most freshest seafood. And apparently the largest fish market in the world is in Japan, and the second largest in the world is in Madrid. And the largest fish consumer per capita in the world is Japan, and the second largest is Spain. I didn't know that either. Anyway, this was a here I am just showing the bill how wonderfully affordable things were. This was a fish that we had eaten before, and it was wonderful, and I'd never seen it before, and they had it down there. This is a typical Spanish breakfast. They do the tostada, they call it, where they put a tomato paste over the top. It's basically fresh tomatoes that are ground up in olive oil. Now, these are my favorite. Everything's my favorite. These are these little teeny clams, and they don't boil them. They actually fry them in olive oil, and they open up, and once again, the oil is as good as the clams. These are the sardines that they put on a stick and put perpendicular to a fire, and they radiate around a fire, and a fire cooks them right on the beach. Very cool. Here's some more pulpo. If you've ever been to Spain, you'll notice that their potatoes, I don't know how to explain it, their potatoes are different than ours, and maybe it's just that they only cook them in olive oil, but they taste so good, where our potatoes seem to be relatively tasteless, kind of like me. Anyway, I don't know why I had these doubled up, but there's some fried eggs on the side, I think, for the rotos. Okay, now this is something that I don't remember the exact name of this, but the translation was white bait. And they were little teeny eels. You can see the eyes and everything, and it sounds gross, but it's not fishy, and it's the most wonderful thing ever. These are also sardines in vinegar over potatoes, and just wonderful. Some more tinto verano. They give you some olives for a tapa when you order these sorts of things. More of those clams that I just couldn't get enough of. And you see us reaching for the bread there because you dip the bread in the olive oil with the clam taste in there. Oh my God, it's incredible. Black rice. Chrysalida had never had the rice that's cooked in the squid ink. Sounds gross. It's hard to get by. We're used to having white and yellow rice, but once you develop a taste for it, you love the black rice. Is incredible. Here are the girls having their café con leche with the tortilla española on the side, and the churros. We only had one churro left by the time I remembered to take it. And here's Chrysalida's sister, and the running joke was that she didn't like churros. And I said, what kind of person doesn't like churros? How could that be? Well, it turned out by the end of the trip, she had only had the old stale churros being back in New York. When she finally bit into one that was fresh and melting in your hand as you held it, she instantly became a fan. These are the breakfast bocadillo, or the ham and cheese, or egg and cheese. Now here we are. We're in Granada. In Granada, you can't order a drink without them giving you a tapas. And there's some more oxtail. The other thing was some paella. Here's some more of those amazing potatoes. The potatoes in Spain. It's funny. You hear French fried potatoes, and you always think of stuff. I don't think of Spain as a potato place, but their potatoes are so much better than ours. Just a bunch of different things here on here. I think this is the baklava, and this was an Arab dessert, because the Moors, the last place the Moors were in Spain was Granada, and we were in Granada. Here's another thing I thought was interesting. They gave us these green tomatoes, and I never thought that you're supposed to eat them other than fried green tomatoes. And I don't know what the deal was, but it was wonderful. It was great. Now here's some bread that had garlic on there, and oh my God, it was wonderful. I'm not really sure why I took this picture. This right here is artichokes, and you put the thing in your mouth and you pull the peel. You pull it down so that you have everything fall off. This is probably the best leg of lamb I've ever had in my life. It was incredible, and oh my God, that was amazing. Well, here's breakfast the next day, and you can see a nice croissant there with our café con leche and our bocadillo de, I guess that's going to be queso and maybe tomate. And here we are. The Spanish it's never too early for Spain to have a drink. Here's a nice little salad with some tuna fish in there and all kinds of other yummy stuff. Some more of that flamencan. Flamencan? I think that's how I'm saying it right. It's a new dish for me, so bear with me. Now you see those green peppers right there? And those are those yummy lamb ribs. Oh my God, they're so good. The fat is like bacon on them. It's amazing. But anyway, you'll see these little green peppers, and the running joke is that 19 out of 20 are sweet, and the 20th one is hot. We didn't experience one hot one the whole time we were there. I like a lot of spicy food. The time that I have had hot ones, very mild. So anyway, here's another wonderful, after eating all this meat that we've been eating, it was nice to have a nice salad. And there's my beautiful Chrysalida. We were having such a good time. And more of our favorite gambas y ajo, or the garlic shrimp, and a bottle of house wine. This guy right here was doing another leg of lamb at this other place that's very famous for leg of lamb in Madrid, and you can see it's sizzling right there. And it's kind of neat. You can order it. If it's one person, you get a small little piece. And being that it's three of us, he brought out a portion for three, and he brings it and separates it. And if you notice, he has a spoon and a fork, and he's separating the meat with no knife at all because it's so tender it just falls off the bone. It's incredible. There's some more of those yummy potatoes. So we were very, very happy that night. And look at that. What you don't realize is that is the hand of a vegetarian reaching in there, not being able to resist, and jumping off the vegetarian bandwagon for the trip over there, which was greatly appreciated by me. Anyway, those are some more of those. Now, this is something that's interesting. This is called pacharan. And I was familiar with pacharan from way back in 1987 when I was going to school in Madrid. Pacharan is a traditional Spanish after-meal drink, and it's a bottle. And there's a lot of folklore around it. Apparently, there's some berry that they... Oh, here's some more of those huevos rotos, but instead of being on French fries, they're on home fries. Oh, so good. But anyway, the pacharan... They keep, and when you ask the Spaniards about it, why I don't get it. They say, oh yeah, it came over with the Romans 2,000 years ago, and they grow this thing up in the north of Spain, and it has this medicinal thing to it, so you don't really know what's in there, but everyone does a shot of it after dinner, and it helps with the digestive processes, and it's wonderful. All right, there's some more pulpo, some more desserts there. They call their cheesecake. Oh, this was when we went to the vineyard. We went to a private vineyard, and this guy right here built this place with his own two hands and planted all the vines in his family's place, and he's the only employee there. And we had this tour for the three of us. It was supposed to be for the four of us, but like I said, my daughter couldn't come, and it was the most amazing time. And hopefully I'll make a video for that for the patrons, and if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments, and I'll put that out there too. Looks like this is some more huevos rotos with some jamon. There are those green peppers I was talking about, and oh my God, they're so good. And like I say, they're sweet. They're not hot. We ate those almost everywhere we went, and we never got one hot one, which was unfortunate because I kind of like the hot ones. But one thing people don't realize is that Spain has really good beer. Now, this was a stretch for me. This was kind of their sweetbreads or their soup that was, there's some more pacharan, but it's a soup made with all the internal parts of an animal, and trying to be brave and eating that. Wasn't a big fan, but I tried. Now, this was kind of fun. The girls had ordered some chicharrones, and this is the Spanish version of the chicharrones, which, the fried pork, and then here's some pinchos. This is outside, standing on the street, looking through the window at this little teeny place called Casa Tony that we love for these places. Very, very, really good food. Only just a handful of tables. You got to wait in line to get in there. And the three of us ate and drank all night long, and the bill was like, I think, 40-some euros. It was incredible. So less than $50 for everything. And there's the potatoes in the window, and I guess they get them half cooked, and then they heat them up again. But there's some calamari, and you can see the guy cooking right there. They don't hide anything. But, oh, so good. And look, I think it's 11:19. I was showing that it's never too early in Spain. Oh, and this is Crisalita smuggling a bottle of Pacharan back into the States. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, be safe, and as always, I'll see you later.